We are presented with a neo-Confederate situation. Yesterday, the mayor of Boston, Michelle Wu, went on and on and on, bragging about how she's going to continue to defy federal orders, defy federal law enforcement, and even harbor illegal aliens, which is in direct contradiction of federal law. It is long past time for us to impanel a grand jury and make a test case out of Boston Mayor Michelle Wu. She can run her mouth and run her mouth, but we will not put up with a neo-Confederate fractionalization of this nation. This is Michelle Wu openly saying that she's going to defy Donald Trump in the city of Boston. It's long past time to impanel a grand jury and to arrest her. Play cut 403.
Silence in the face of oppression is not an option. The U.S. Attorney General asked for a response by today. So here it is. Stop attacking our cities to hide your administration's failures. Unlike the Trump administration, Boston follows the law. And Boston will not back down from who we are and what we stand for.
They are collaborating in a foreign invasion and looting of the United States of America. You are the lawless one. Now, this clip is the key. This is Stephen Miller last night on Hannity, who went into great detail. I think it's time for this Department of Justice to make a test case out of Miss Wu. It is technically, they have this like legal loophole, like, oh, we can decide not to collaborate as long as we're not contradicting. She is admitting to harboring illegal aliens. Many people like Harbinger Singh, the illegal U-turn guy. How many of those people right now are in your communities? Every single one of them needs to be deported back to their country of origin. Play cut 407.
So you'll have a situation where local police in Boston will arrest an illegal alien who's a child predator. And ICE will then send what's called a detainer request or a hold request, and will say, don't release this person, hand them over to ICE, and we'll remove this child predator from our community. Instead, these sanctuary mayors will order the police department to ignore the federal request to set them free out of the jail, out of the prison, and they will go back into the community, and then they will reoffend. They will hurt another little girl. They will hurt another little boy. And then ICE has to spend weeks scouring the community.
Listen to that. So you have a pedophile in Boston who is arrested. ICE says, hey, we're going to remove him for you. And Boston says, no, we're on their team, not your team. This is happening thousands and thousands and thousands of times a day. This is also why cities will get raids. We do have federal supremacy in this country. This is the new Confederacy. We are on the verge of a nullification crisis. We are on the verge of the new nullifiers. This is an act of open rebellion against the United States federal government. You don't get to carve out little fiefdoms and corners of your choosing. Let's play cut 408.
For the person who recently came here, this is your city and you belong. We will say that every day. We will say that in every single language, and we will mean it, and we will put our resources behind it.
Do you see why that question of what is an American is so important? Because for them, American is nothing. It's been diluted to nothing. Anyone can come here all the time. No questions asked. Legal, illegal, no problem. The sanctuary ordinances are sheltering people from federal arrest. Local police will not honor the ICE detainer requests. Now, federal courts have said this is legal because of the anti-commandeering doctrine. That is complete rubbish. We need to steamroll that entire legal apparatus brought to you by the Ninth Circuit. It is complete nonsense. Not cooperating is impeding. But if you read I looked it up this morning. I was like, how is this possibly legal? In Murphy versus the NCAA and Prince versus the U.S. in 1997, it says that you cannot force city or states to use their own officers and jails for federal programs. But a city whose local police won't honor ICE requests should lose all federal funding immediately. There are money ties here. And just so we are clear, Mayor Wu went a step further. She is acknowledged to harboring illegal aliens. That is a felony. She went a step further. That is why you have to make a test case out of her. Grand jury, impanel the grand jury, arrest her, perp walk her. By the way, just cut off Harvard, cut off all, you know Boston has more universities per capita? Cut off all the Medicare money, cut off everything. So, oh, you want to go play this game? Boston, you want to go be a neo-Confederate state? You want to go, Massachusetts? Go fund yourself. It's not going to work out well. We will bring you to your knees. We will bring you to your knees and invoke your surrender until we allow ICE to walk through Logan Park, to walk by the downtown streets of Boston, block by block, house by house, person by person. We will break your will, Boston. And Michelle Wu, you talk a big game? Just wait until you are facing a 20 or 30 charge indictment as the mayor of Boston. Two can play this game. And you want to kind of talk like you're some sort of uppity college professor? They are perfectly fine with alien invaders just harboring in Boston, and they are going out of their way to protect them. And Gavin Newsom is no different, and Brandon Johnson is no different, and Karen Bass is no different. President Trump makes healthcare affordable again. His 2017 executive order expanded access to truly affordable group plans to all Americans. But Democrats and deep staters have done everything in their power to block it. But now there is a free market solution to Obamacare that was created in response to President Trump's executive order, and it's called Ease for Everyone. And it offers affordable healthcare for every budget starting as low as $59.97 a month. You can keep your doctor, never pay a deductible, and access over 400 prescription drugs for free. Call 888-EASE-123. That is 888-327-3123. 888-EASE-123. Visit easeforeveryone.com/Charlie and join today. That's easeforeveryone.com/Charlie. This city is actively harboring and obstructing federal operations. The Civil War settled the question that federal law is supreme. You don't get to carve out your own little corners where Washington's laws do not apply. This is not about left versus right. This is about law versus lawlessness. Union versus disunion. Sanctuary cities are the new Confederacy, and America cannot afford to let them win this time. This virus is impossible to contain. These illegals, like the CDL story, they don't stay in blue districts. They travel the road like missiles on roadways. It's a cancer that metastasizes the rest of the nation. They traffic people. They traffic drugs. They do illegal U-turns on Florida streets and kill 3 innocent Americans. So either we are going to have the will to do this or not. The leftists somehow created this fake reality where they can outright flout immigration laws. It is a conspiracy against the existence of our nation and our country. All we want fundamentally is law and order, justice, and fairness. Now, 2 thoughts on this. The first of which is any mayor that does this needs to be made an example of, and just cut the funding. Enough is enough. Just cut Boston at the knees. You guys want to play hardball? All your little schools, Boston University, Boston College, University of Massachusetts, UMass Boston, Massachusetts, MIT, Harvard University. You got more colleges per capita than any city in the nation. Cut them off. Say enough. We're done. Go fund yourself, Boston College, MIT. Oh, you don't want to anymore? That's interesting. All because they are harboring this problem in the interior of the nation. And let me go a step further. Some Americans, we had a dinner recently, and some Americans say, Charlie, the ones that are working hard, we should let them stay here. Like Harbinger Singh, he was working hard. Harbinger Singh was working really, really hard. Harbinger Singh was driving trucks, and he was, quote unquote, not a criminal. Until he does an illegal U-turn. DUIs, thousands and thousands of DUIs a month are by illegal aliens all across the country. Do we have the stomach to have 1 year of immigration law? Just 1 year. Massachusetts is talking a big game. This is Senator Ed Markey. Play cut 404.
Trump wants the city of Boston, Mayor Wu, to bow to his dream of absolute power. But today, we are here to say Boston will not bow down.
Challenge accepted, Mr. Markey. Challenge accepted. Federal government holds the cards. How are you guys going to do without your Medicaid money, Medicare money? How are you going to do without your transportation money? Federal government can delay all of that, and we will make a test case. I don't speak for the federal government, but the movement itself will make a test case at some point. threaten their money, but also make sure that Michelle Wu is facing a grand jury investigation. Open it up. Open up that grand jury investigation. If you are betraying America and actively a traitor against the United States, you should fear going to jail for 25 years, 40 years, for life. How on earth is this not impeding? Why are we putting up with this? And I think the Trump administration completely agrees. I think that we have a harmonic, we're in lockstep with harmony right now. This is the definition of impeding ICE and the feds. And once you indict Michelle Wu, go indict Karen Bass. And after that, Muriel Bowser. After that, the lunatic that is running Chicago, Brandon Johnson. One after the other. We need to have perp walks of these Democrat mayors all across the country. Playtime is over. We've given them 8 months to comply. You have alien illegal invaders, pedophiles, drug traffickers, sex traffickers, and the city's like, nope, we're impeding you. We're not complying with your detainer. This is what we are: one nation. We are one people. We are not a neo-Confederacy. This is nothing to do with Article 10. This is nothing to do with the 10th Amendment, which is hilarious because the 10th Amendment, the Democrats have done everything they can to steamroll 10th Amendment rights over the last couple decades, so they can sit this one out. When it came to lockdowns or vaccine mandates or conscientious objectors, they wanted nothing to do with 10th Amendments. But to protect alien and illegal invaders, all of a sudden they're super libertarian. No, you just guys want anarchy. You want to flood the zone with foreigners to remake and replace the native population in this country. And we're not going to put up with it. Michelle Wu, you are test case. You are the guinea pig. You are going to be the one that we try this out on, because I'm telling you, you have reached too far. You have crossed the line. And dare I say, to go back, Michelle Wu, what you are doing might be a harbinger for things to come, all inspired by Harbinger Singh, who killed 3 people in Florida. A bridge too far, a step too much in the distance. Impanel the grand jury, cut the funds, bring them to their knees, and restore order, because we are one nation and one people.